Mr. Yaden, I got Crimson Titan in my line here. He's from Scotland.
Yep.
He says he's been training for 3 years. His coach wanted him to debut, but he's not in the best shape possible, and he wants to work on that before debuting. Any advice? 3 years. His coach wanted him to debut, but he's not in the best shape possible, and he wants to work on that before debuting. Any advice? Career.
So I'm going to sound like a dick, but what have you been doing for 3 years that hasn't got you into shape to get ready? Like,
Any thoughts?
What are you going to do different now that you didn't do in the first 3 years? Like, if you want, Marty said, like, and I tell people this a lot that come to the school, and they're like, "Hey, I'm gonna go get in shape first before doing the tryout." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not saying be in terrible shape. Get in shape, like to where you're not, insanely difficult. But the only way to get into shape for professional wrestling is to do professional wrestling. So if you've been training for 3 years in pro wrestling as hard as you could, you should definitely be in shape for it. But you got to get out and do it, because you got to work. You got to work that wrestling. You just got to do it. I don't want to overcomplicate it. You just got to do it. Coach too. I mean, you got a coach that probably knows you pretty
so basically what we're saying is, man, just get in the ring.
Just go do it. I totally respect I want to look better and be in better shape. Before I go out there, that is totally understandable. But if you've been at it for 3 years, you got to start at some point. Otherwise, you're never going to start. And maybe that's the motivation you need. Like, okay, I'm in front of people now. I really got to step this up. But if it's been 3 years, what are you not doing, or what's kept you from getting in that shape in a 36-month span?
Gotcha. He says, I have MS, so it's kind of whooping my ass a good bit. Thing is, I have good wrestling cardio, which I'm happy I have retained. I just struggle to build muscle, and that's my biggest problem. And that's awesome, and you could build muscle while you're getting reps in wrestling.
Exactly.
So I would say, at least sounds like the suggestions from this chat from a guy who's wrestled for over 20 years and a guy who runs one of the honestly, in my opinion, the best wrestling company in the country. Do it. Get in the ring and just do it. That I think is our advice, is just start and go. Your body will adapt. And you could always change things as you're wrestling. Because obviously wrestling's a different thing than working out. It's crazy because we were talking about this weekend. Matt here trained some guys in the gym out there in Colorado, and there's not many things that get you in shape for wrestling as much as just getting in the ring and wrestling. And then at that time, you get to work on your timing, you get to work on your storytelling, you get to work on so much other things that doesn't include, hey, I have a 4th set of abs on my stomach or a 28-inch pythons. Get gear that accentuates your body type. That could help. Obviously, like, accentuate what you think is best on you and downplay what you think is not. Like type, color, and style of gear can we get facts? Don't pick red and black. Show some creativity. Hey, I like my red and black gears, Steggy. What you don't do red and black gear, do you, Matt? Matt, I don't think it has black and red gear.
I do a lot of gear now, just because I don't wrestle much. But right now, I got that old Roman God singlet with the purple and gold vest. And then before that, it was all the velvet, like the orange. I had like the Ninja Turtles inspired orange and green. And then Curtis and I had a lot of the pinks and the turquoise. And so, yeah, not a lot of black.
That's true. That's true. I guess I have a darker soul. Do you still have tinsel in? I've But I did find it in my fanny pack. I guess later on that night there was tinsel, gold tinsel, and the guys were looking at me because they had no idea that was in my hair. Yeah, I think I got to go get diet and stuff into control too because I'm pretty bad at that. Problem is, I said I have MS, and it's luckily never involved in my training matches or anything. Sometimes I'm a bit forgetful. Otherwise, all right, that was probably from other activities I do in my life. But I do know that it is better just to start. Like that's kind of what we're doing today.
Yeah,
We talked about this stream for forever, and we're like, if we don't just start, it's not ever going to happen. So we are just throwing this up. And as you see, we're fixing things on the fly, which is what we're suggesting you do, is you could get bigger, stronger, faster as you wrestle, but you're also getting the reps in. And so that's what we're doing here. That's why you're seeing camera changes. That's why you're seeing us fixing audio issues.
Yeah,
so just start is what I've learned over the past little bit of time, is just start and you can always pay DCA. Is it? What's going on with yours right now?
I just keep getting choppy.
That's why you're seeing us fixing audio issues. Start is what I've learned over the past little bit of time, is just start and you can always pay DCA. Is it?
Getting very bad connection for some reason. I can't even see my chat. I really should have just stuck with Restream.
It is.
The Stream Elements thing's way off, and like I can't get the chat to pull up now. And it just the fact, I mean, it's not worth a shit anyway over here, just because it's so choppy where I'm at, unfortunately. So it's figuring that out. I might have to just invest in at least a signal booster, but
I can't tell.
Because usually, if I switch over to the
you know what? I have an extra signal booster.
You want to bring it next time or shoot it over
here? I have a signal booster that I'm not using actually. If you think that could help you, Martin loves his fanny pack. He even wears it out in public. I love my fanny pack. Yes. In fact, I got to give a new one. Suggestions, guys. And maybe, Matt, you have some thoughts. Where, if you're going to get a fanny pack, where would you get it? I was just going to go on Amazon. Jamie, you believe that 100%? Well, thank you very much.
We have Rocky Mountain Pro fanny pack.
Just start doing things and you can get things better. No shit. Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, they're the title belt ones. We got a Rocky Mountain Pro charged one, a old ignition one. There's a R&B Championship one. Yeah, we have some fanny packs. Just has them at the merch stand.
Like the first. Now I'm just. As I go in all these arenas, I'm like hoping my wallet doesn't fall out of my fanny pack. Yeah, I always get told try not to worry inside the ring and to always go with the flow and keep the match structure and the storytelling on